the Holy Ghost in me.
Hello everyone, welcome to another End Times 4565 video, and I'd like to apologize for my slackness. Health has been on the other end of the spectrum, but I'm feeling better, and your prayers have been successful, and I would ask you to continue your prayers for me as I work hard to get back on top of my health. At any rate, it's been about a month since I made a video, which is very bad. However, I have picked up 64 subscribers now, and I had 65, but I guess somebody got impatient, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize for that. But I have 64 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that. And I got one video that has 700 views or something, and I really don't know what I did to cause that, but I would hope that some of those viewers would subscribe. It would be nice. Not that I monetize any of my videos. None of my videos are monetized, so I don't ask for any money, because I'm not doing this for money, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this because I care for you, and I feel like I need to be a voice to get the word out. Now, you know, depending on how many computers I get around here, I don't know what might happen in the future. But right now, we're doing fine, and so I'm not monetized. Which was funny, that YouTube sent me another copyright issue when I'm not monetizing anything. So I found that strange. So before you make a copyright issue, remember, I'm only helping you by putting what you have on the air, because I ain't asking for no money. So you good to go. Now, that being said, it's been about a month. It's been 3 weeks or so, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened. There's a lot going on. Now, particularly some things I want to discuss today, but I got to hurry. So let's get right to it, and let's talk about this Poleshift that's happening. Now, this is the larger spiral wobble. This is the, I'm showing you this, I've always been showing you this, and it changes, coordinates are plotted every Tuesday, and but here is the 9th, and here is the 16th, which was yesterday, as this is being recorded on a Wednesday. So the 17th of August. And so we see this is the 16th. Okay, if you look right here, this is the 16th last year. Okay, you got that? This is the 16th before, this is the 16th. You see that there's an incredible slowing in the migration. The wobble is continuing to stay the same. It's trying to shrink here. Now, some people say it's going to match back up right here. We'll see. But we can see that there's a problem here. And what is the problem? What can you see? You know what I see? I see about 2 weeks. I see a problem of about 2 weeks. Now, it could be geometry, because instead of being so tight around the center, it's way out here, just like the runners at the Olympic Games. Nobody starts the race around the track on the same line because of geometry. So it could be that this is geometry. Okay, so if it's geometry, let's just take 7 days away. Okay, we're still about 7 days behind. Now, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that we're about 7 days behind where we were 3 years ago. Now, the funny thing about that is nobody wants to talk about this stuff, and nobody wants to explain, nobody wants to tell you what it's doing. We're going to continue on and on, you know, doing what we're doing, and stuff happens here, ladies and gentlemen. And so, once again, I can show you that the tilt is continuing to stay outside of norm, and it seems to be slowing down. So this is evidence. It's not hearsay. This is the way it is. Got that? Now, I want to come up here, and I want to look at, okay, I'm going to look at this, which this is the magnetosphere. This is the Earth here, and this is the day side. You can see the timestamp here, 8/17, 15:20 or something like that UT time. Okay, which is only a few minutes off from right now. And you can see here that there's an issue, and this issue that I want to continue to show you that is staying the same, but I see a couple more problems. First, I see this closed loop way out here, and I see a backwash of the IMF lines, which is causing a disruption. It's not really right, although it seems to be, the magnetopause seems to be looking normal. Our magnetic field, ladies and gentlemen, is not. Once again, it's off-centered, and it's allowing attacks of the magnetic rays onto the North Pole. And this is another thing I want to show you right here. Notice this North Pole. See the South Pole? What a cluster it is. This is normal, ladies and gentlemen, except for its positioning. Its positioning is out of order. It should not be tilted this far, and it continues to get worse. Okay, now notice the North Pole. The North Pole is, something is going on with the North Pole. The North Pole is losing its magnetic polar cap more than the South Pole. You can see it right here. Why? Why, ladies and gentlemen? Is it something at the North Pole? Is there something there? Could it be like Camp Century or something to that effect? Could it be a hole in the planet? Could it be, what is it? Could it be an incoming object that is causing our polar shift to be more pronounced? Ladies and gentlemen, you see, this is not, and I can prove it. I can prove it just by letting you watch the Weather Channel, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, things are not as they seem. Things are way out of kilter here. Now, here's what I want to show you, if I can do this. First, let's go here. Hopefully it'll come up. Now, what I want to show you now is the sulfur dioxide gases in North America. Now, these gases are made by manufacturing, and they're also, according to their density, like this and this, which is Yellowstone, ladies and gentlemen. These densities in this island here, these islands over here, see them blowing this way. Okay, this, and of course Guatemala. See this right here? See this right here, ladies and gentlemen? This is the new volcano that exploded the other day in Guatemala. And you can see the winds are coming, the trade winds are coming, the jet stream's coming, and it's blowing the gases offshore. Okay, this is another high volcanic concentration. Now, this leads me to my theory, ladies and gentlemen. And you're gonna have to Google it yourself. You're gonna have to you got to investigate, because what I'm about to tell you has significance. Two things. Number one, these fires in Southern California have arisen from where the swarm of earthquakes have been taking place, and the swarm has moved up the coast. These fires, they have no idea how they started. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't know what happened. They're saying it isn't lightning, wasn't man-made. So then there has to be a purpose. Could it be under the crust volcanic activity causing these fires? Could the heat, the extreme heat and the heat of the ground be causing these fires? It's just a question. See all this? Fires here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yellowstone. We know Yellowstone is active. We know that it's moving in a more intense way. We know that the USGS isn't going to tell us that it is. We can only do our own partial investigation due to what partial facts they give us. Now, saying all that, now let's look at this. Now we see here from Houston up to San Antonio area, this is the craton, the East Craton right here. And it runs up this way and goes this way. And we notice that there's a high SO2 along this line. Okay, but we know that the New Madrid comes down this way. And what do you see along the coast of Louisiana and this area? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see a high concentration of SO. Now, this is probably, more than likely, I would say, fault line caused by this New Madrid fault line. Now, this New Madrid fault line, ladies and gentlemen, is due to erupt. It's just due. Everybody knows it. Everybody's talking about it. And I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Earth's crust is certainly on the move. Not just on the move like it used to be, like so many centimeters a year and all this sort of stuff. No. I'm saying that the crust is on the move in a greater way. I'm saying that there's an influence from an outside object, call it Planet X, call it Nibiru, call it Wormwood, call it what you want. Something's coming, and it's coming close. And if it doesn't cause chaos right now, when we get around the sun by next time, we're really going to be close if something else doesn't happen. But the question is, we're in a zone where we've never been before. We really don't know. Everybody is speculating. It's all a big speculation. So at what distance does this incoming object cause the pole shift? I'm not talking about magnetic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about a literal moving of the earth, which is, by the way, prophesied in the Bible. This move, this pole shift, is in the book, ladies and gentlemen. You can't deny it. It's there. And when I do a Bible study, for those of you who are not afraid of the Bible, you can go and look at the video that I'm going to make about that and see the facts. But that being said, something is going to cause this Earth pole shift. Something's already happening to the crust of North America, the crust of South America, the crust of Japan. Japan is moving. China. Things are happening in the natural. I'm not talking about the wars and rumors of wars with Russia and all these other things that we could talk about in a little while. I'm just talking about nature here. Nature, ladies and gentlemen. So, with all that being said, okay, I want to show you something else. So hang on, let me get to it. Okay, so now let's look at this. This is the all-sky cams in the southern hemisphere, ladies and gentlemen. Live cameras, southern hemisphere. This is Deakin, Australia. I had to hurry up and show you this because it updates and we lose it. Okay, this is the southeastern sky. Now, to keep this in mind, southeastern sky. Ladies and gentlemen, in the southern hemisphere, in Australia, nobody's talking about it. What is this? I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying I'm an astronomer. I'm not saying I'm a scientist or a geologist. I'm not saying that I'm some whiz kid Einstein. I'm just asking questions like you are. Because everybody's too busy talking about Hillary and her shenanigans and Donald Trump and his out of control, rattling. But I don't want to go there right now. But I just want to know, what is this? Now, let's take another look at it. Here it is here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, something is there. You see it. I see it. You see it. I see it. Okay, let's go on. This is Chile right here. This is Station Martina, Santiago, Chile. Okay, 17th at 12:23. What is this? Somebody want to tell me? Here it is again. But notice, this is Chile. This is Australia up here in the southeastern sky. Okay, now look, this is Chile, and it's in the southwestern sky. Now you think about that for a minute. That makes sense, doesn't it? My question to you, though, is, what is it? See that right there? I don't know what that is. I think I know what it is. You know what I think it is? Whether it's Planet 9, Planet 10, whatever you want to call it, it may or may not be the big planet that we're looking for, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is something that we're seeing in our night sky in the southern hemisphere. I don't know what it is. Somebody should tell us. Somebody should be able to tell us what this is. And why aren't they telling us? And whenever somebody wants to talk about it, they end up dead. End up dead. So this is Chile. Okay, let's go down here. This is Taiwan. And we can see in the Taiwanian sky that all looks good in the Taiwanian sky. Okay, this is just a glitch. This is a sun flare on the lens. Okay, so we see Taiwan's looking good. Now let's go to Morro das Cruzes in Brazil. Okay, let's go to Brazil. And what do you see in the very southern sky right here? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. There it is here. Here it is here. Okay. Now, how many pictures do I have to show you to prove to you that something is out there? All of these cameras can't be sundogs. There can't be glares. They're in different places on the planet. Yet in the southern sky now, from Brazil, SP Brazil, there it is. Here it is here. Okay, so now let's go to Australia again. And what is that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you say, well, it's a sun flare. No, it's in the southwestern sky. It's the same thing we've been looking at. So the question is, what is it? You know what it is? Something's coming. Something's coming, something big. And it's causing the Earth to have issues. Not just the Earth, ladies and gentlemen. Neptune. Neptune is having serious issues. Okay? Saturn. Venus is having issues. Mars. Our whole solar system, if you will study the recent activity in our solar system, which I don't want to take time to show you, maybe I can do it in separate videos, something's going on and we're not ready for it and we're not awake and ain't nobody telling us. Okay, 19 minutes. Boy, time flies when you're trying to explain stuff. As far as the Poleshift is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to know is we are under some changes. Now, back to here, what I was telling you. Okay, where was I? Here. Okay. I gotta hurry. The SO gases and the movement of Earth's crust is causing a lot of trouble in our continent, and I believe it's because the crust is moving. Something's happening here, and something's happening here. And I believe it's a separation. I believe as this crust is beginning to move, some areas are moving faster than the other sides, and just like the map shows, ladies and gentlemen, something is happening. Okay, what map? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 20 minutes. Here's what I want to tell you. 20 minutes into this video, I want to talk to you. Stay with me. This is the U.S. Navy map of the future America. They don't say what future, in the future. What it is, it's after a pole shift. And after the pole shift, the crust really separates. But I think there's a beginning to this movement. This is Louisiana. This is the New Madrid. All of this land has fallen down, sinking, sunk. Great Lakes pouring down to the Gulf of Mexico. You understand? Sinking. Florida's inundated. West Coast, gone. Grand Canyon, filled. This area sinks. This is Yellowstone. Now, I want to show you something here that you may not have heard. 22 minutes. Listen. I was born and raised over here. I live over here somewheres now. I love this land, Louisiana. Beautiful. But I did some serious praying about it, and the Lord told me to get out. I pulled up roots. I live over here now. Bought me a house. It ain't all that good of a house, but it's mine. I'm at 1,100 feet elevation. This is where the Lord told me to be. What's happening right now in Baton Rouge, New Orleans area, Welch, Hayes, all these areas down here, this flooding, ladies and gentlemen, this flooding is not caused by a rainstorm alone. Listen, we've had hurricanes here before. We've had massive hurricanes here before, and never this kind of flooding. They're saying a 500-year flood. 500 years? Nobody really knows what's happened 500 years ago. It's a guesstimation. This area is beginning to sink, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an old-time, old-school civil engineer. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see some recent elevations compared to 4 years ago of this coastal area. How come the USGS doesn't provide us with these elevations? And if you know a place that I can go to find them, you should leave me a comment in the comment section below. But I don't really need it. A few inches of rain? Ladies and gentlemen, in this area, we grew up with a few inches of rain. 30 inches. Okay. How about 22 inches and a storm surge? Never like this. Flooding all up and down the New Madrid. Could this land, and I think it is, due to the crustal movement, the crust is moving, and faster, it's moving faster than normal because of something incoming. I had a dream a few nights ago where I went underground and I was looking, and there were structures that were built underground. Instead of being like this, they were twisted this way, twisted from left to right, twisted over. It's as if the under earth was moving, so much so that it twisted steel and other things that were in the ground, sewer lines, water mains, electrical lines, gas lines, slowly being pushed to the limit. A few inches of rain causes devastating floods. Unprecedented. You better wake up. The Poleshift is continuing. And not too many days from now, the big twist is coming. The big twist. It's time for you to know Jesus Christ. It's time for you to make yourself ready. Do not depend on the government. Look at South Louisiana now. Look at it. Where's the government? Where is Hussein Obama? Where is the help? Only help you got down there right now is people helping people. And that's what Louisiana people do. That's just what they do. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. The Poleshift is continuing step by step, inch by inch, minute by minute. Soon, the twist. And where will you be? Look out. Don't get caught blindsided, because Jesus Christ is coming imminently. Are you ready?
Pardon me, I've got something to say. When soul grows tired, the devil he comes to play. This old cat's been sitting on the fence too long. Jesus is the light in my corner, darkness is long gone. What was I thinking? Did I think I was fooling? The devil's out cold on the floor. It's Jesus with the TKO. The combination can't be beat. I got the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost in me. So you think you're stuck in a desperate situation? Come on, he'll lead you away from temptation. Call his name right now, you ain't got time wide. The alleys don't seem so dark with the light of Jesus Christ. Lord, I really must have been dreaming. I pray, and I pray some more. Behind the wall hits the floor. The demons all run for the door. It's combination 1, 2, 3. I got the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost in me.